Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will be for Thursday, April the 2nd. We're using the Spirit Messages Oracle by John Holland all this week, and we'll get right to the reading. And as I shuffle the deck, I ask that all light beings, God, and angels, please relay the message to me that I may share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And pull a card. And this card is A Mother's Love. And second card is Hello from Heaven. And third card is Take a Moment. Okay, A Mother's Love. We recently had the Child card, and now we have the Mother card. And as we know, the bond between a mother and child is a bond like no other. This card here is a beautiful woman with gray hair, and it's in a picture frame, like a memory, like a memorial. And there's a beautiful white rose here, and a locket. And the card reads, A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. That's exactly what I just said. The bond between a mother and child is a bond like no other. I'll tell you, my mother and I are so synchronized. It's unbelievable. She could actually, wish that I would call and, think of, calling me. And before you know it, the phone rings and it's me. And she's like, oh my goodness, I was just thinking about you, saying, where's Tracy? Tracy, give me a call. And, it's just amazing. It's amazing. The bond between a mother and child is unbelievable. Unbelievable, and it lasts an entire lifetime. So whether you are fortunate to still have your mom here on this earth, or if your mom has passed on, this card here is just letting you know that at this time she's reaching out to you. So whatever you're going through right now, even though she may not be here in the physical world, she's still watching over you. And like my mom always says, I'm always going to be your mom no matter how old you are. And next card, Hello from Heaven. And Hello from Heaven is a woman, and she's looking down. There's a butterfly on her shoulder, and there's a dragonfly up here, and a red rose. Beautiful card. And it reads, Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you all this time. And I've known so many people that have really gotten signs from people that have passed on. And these aren't people that, are able to channel spirits or communicate with the dead, but just subtle signs and subtle things that would happen in their daily life that they just knew beyond a reasonable doubt that it was a sign from this person. I often think of my loved ones that have passed on whenever I find a penny on the ground. You know how they say pennies from heaven? Whenever I would find a penny, randomly on the ground at the grocery store or outside in a parking lot, I realize that it's probably my grandmother or grandfather looking down on me. And it always seems to be at a time when I'm struggling with something and I feel sad. And, even though none of us are really alone, I just sometimes feel these, thoughts when maybe I'm driving alone in my car, or maybe when I'm sitting home alone, things start crossing my mind, and then something will happen that will just bring to mind, someone, that has passed on is watching over me. And believe me, if you look for the signs, you will see them. You will see them. And then the last card, Take a Moment. And this card reads, Stop now. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act and move forward. This kind of ties in with the advice we got last week about, meditating and quieting the mind, because when your mind is overwhelmed with all the information, that we are exposed to every day, all of the stress and just everyday life, you gotta sit quietly and think before you make decisions, because so many times when we make decisions in haste, we always live to regret them. We wish that, oh, if I would have only thought about this, or oh, that didn't come to mind. I mean, we're all reactive people by nature. We've got to try to be a little bit less reactive and more responsive. And the only way that you could truly respond in the right way is to do it after thinking about it, reflecting on it, and then taking your action on whatever the situation is. So last week we were told to meditate and to calm our minds and rest up before making a decision. And here we are again. So it seems to me for Thursday we're thinking of, a mother's love. And this may not be your biological mother. This could be a mother, that an adopted, situation where, your adoptive mother may be with you. They may have passed on. You may have a very special bond with them. And, seeking them in a time where you're very confused and you feel like you need someone's shoulder to lean on, think of that person. And then, don't forget that the people have passed on. They may not be here for us to physically see and talk to every day, but they still watch over us. I really believe that. And this card is a confirmation of that. Hello from heaven. So a lot of us may be thinking about people that have passed on. It could be a mother, it could be a father, it could be a child, it could be a spouse, someone that's passed on. They want you to know that they're watching over you. And you could still talk to them. And take a moment, quiet the mind. That's when we hear the most important things, is when we're quiet. And, we talk to the angels and we ask, what could I do in this situation? Please give me a sign. We just got to take a moment. Take a moment out of your busy day today to just sit quietly. Think about what decision this card means to you. Think about it before you respond. You'll be thankful you did. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back with the weekend reading. Take care.